Welcome to Strange Gossip. I'm Catherine.
And I'm Taylor, and this is going to be like your friend's take on the weird.
Because we're tired of real life problems and want to talk about spooky shit.
Cryptids. We want to talk about the things that nobody actually really knows if they're real today.
I'm so excited.
I feel like this is probably, I know we said this in the last episode about aliens, but I think that this one's probably your favorite.
I mean, it's that thing of I will always stick with alien podcast, but then I think it was pretty quickly after that we went cryptids. That'd be fun. Like you could see what we added in the order we added it.
100%. Yeah. But basically how the episodes go, it's like, oh, that's like what they're most interested in. But also not, because we switch up the episode lineup a little bit.
We definitely
do.
Like
the original, like if you look in our bio and you see it, you'll see like exactly which ones we like.
It's what we're excited to talk about. But that's so true. Like we also... I can't even think of an example at the moment, but I feel like we'll be like, oh, I kind of really want to talk about this week. And then we'll just make it like the theme of the week.
Yeah, for sure.
Cryptids are so fun.
They're really cute.
Fun. Was that our second episode?
Yeah, it had to have been, right? Because I think we followed order first season.
I know. Yeah, because that's what we did for Christmas. I mean, my Christmas is Halloween, so that makes sense.
Makes sense. No, we did.
That makes sense.
Was it?
So our first episode would have been Roswell, and that was like early October, and then our second would have been Halloween. So yeah, that would have been cryptids. That's crazy.
That's crazy. Okay.
So yeah, that totally tracks.
I don't even remember who I covered. What?
Cryptid or
gone?
There's
I don't even remember my cryptids.
Menehune, right?
Yes. Okay. Yeah, it was Menehune.
And
you're right.
I see how that's partly confusing because Menehune is like such a Hawaii tie back. Sometimes it's like you forget that that's like, because for me cryptids are so like of course it is legend.
Right. Well, today I was kind of like my topic. I'm like, is it paranormal? Is it cryptid? What is it? You know, but I feel like that also makes it a cryptid because you don't really know what it is.
It's so true. There is a little teaser for mine later. I was like, this almost feels alien. Like, how is this? So
okay, well,
maybe it does. Maybe it does cross over. Cryptid is like a
Exactly. It's a catch-all.
Creature specific.
Do you have current topics before we dive into our cryptids?
I'll be honest, I do not this week. Do you have any?
Oh, I do. And I actually researched it. So I was looking into, remember like the mermaid mummy from Japan?
The mermaid? No.
Okay, I'll send you a picture after this. No, you definitely remember it. It's like a monkey's face with like these claw arms, and then it has like a tail at the end.
A monkey's face. I believe you. I have a terrible memory. Oh, while you pull that up, I do have a tiny, it's not a current event. I'm just excited about it. I am wearing frog earrings that David made for the episode.
They're very cute.
So
David's very talented.
Little teaser for what's to come in my cryptid.
I feel like you should make earrings for every episode. It might get excessive at one point, but...
Okay, but like 4 pairs a month? Not bad.
Yeah, that's not bad.
That's not bad.
I mean, we have to do all the research. I feel like you could definitely like throw out an earring.
That'd be actually so much fun. Like,
and then we could sell them later on.
That'd be so sweet.
It could be like merch. That would be so cute. Or like keychains so that like they're not in our ears, you know?
And he's made keychains.
Health reasons.
Oh, a little Strange Gossip Stumpy Dumper collab. I'm kind of here for it. That's kind of cute.
I love that. Okay, cute. That's the plan.
I'm trying to think of like what he could make monkeys for Arizona Mesa Monkey Farm.
Yes. Okay, I'm sharing my screen really quick.
Okay.
So you can see
I do remember this.
Right? Okay. Now you know what I'm talking about. So let me stop sharing my screen. Yeah. So that thing, apparently they did like a bunch of like CT scans and x-rays on it. Mm-hmm. And what's even fucking creepier is clearly it's been manipulated, right? Like people don't really think it's a thing. Well, they found out that it's the head of a monkey sewn onto the body of a fish. And then the arms, I think what the fuck were they? A lizard arm. And then they're saying it's like 800 years old or something. And I'm just like, who 800 years ago was like, I'm going to sew this shit together and mummify it? I'm more concerned about that person.
That's so true. Like, I'm going to hope that they stopped there. But they probably didn't.
Right.
But I'm going to hope.
I'm like grossed out by it.
Yeah, I don't love that. It kind of...
I don't either.
Like, do you think Okay, if it's that old, I guess we don't know the intentions, but it's kind of like reminiscent of is it cake aliens? Like that's just a bunch of stuff together.
Right?
So
like either they got the date wrong or they were fucking around back in like 800 years ago as well.
I mean, people were bored, but that is creepy. Ugh.
I feel like people have always been coming up with hoaxes. Like it's just always like a thing.
Except back in the day, they were just passing it off to like, they went to like some kind of like open market to
or it's like a really weird person, like the Colorado stuff. Oh, wait, have we covered that?
No.
Okay, that's a massive current topic.
Oh my gosh, we have to. You have to.
Okay. Well, I don't really remember like the details of it, but I remember you texting it to me. Oh my God, it's going to be way back in our text string. But basically the gist of it was that there's straight up another Colorado funeral home that has been improperly storing bodies in the freaking, what is it? What do they call a hearse? They had it wrapped in the hearse, never actually like froze the body, did anything to it, and then was giving people fake ashes again.
Why is it always Colorado?
Right? That's like 3 of them already. And I'm like, nobody better die in Colorado. I was literally talking to a candidate the other day and he was like, oh yeah, I live in Colorado. And I almost wanted to warn him. And then I was like, you know what?
Maybe
that's not going to go well.
That's hilarious. But it's so that is.
But what the hell?
I had a friend. I'm like remembering now because it's so true. I feel like we've had like 1,000 conversations since we talked about this story of our lives. But I had a friend send me that link and was like, this is something maybe you should discuss on the pod. And I was like, oh, we actually did. And then I clicked on it and I went, oh my gosh, no, this is a different story. Different person. Same story. Like 200 bodies, right? Too. It's like something around there. It's just crazy.
No, I don't know if it was 2. It was like 35 or something.
Oh, that's at least better.
But it was still like enough to be like, what the fuck?
They must have like, some crazy law or like tax incentive to get people to do this work. Like, why Colorado?
I don't know. Like, why? And then they're like claiming that it's expensive to cremate. Like, how expensive is it to cremate in Colorado?
It's also like not, if that's your business though, you should probably do the business.
Right. Like you signed up for it.
Like, you made this. You didn't have to make a crematorium.
Like you can offer like burial services. Like, I don't know. Something's weird. It's just like not.
Something is up.
Yeah.
I have been on to like weird scams recently. I don't want to say scams, but like I'm assuming there's just weird tax exemptions for things that people try and take advantage of.
No, and then I sent you that one freaking reel the other day that was like Gavin Newsom decided that if you have a freaking bakery in your fast food joint or your food joint that you don't have to pay the minimum wage increase, which I think is like $20 an hour or something, or is it like 16?
You get to stay at 16.
No. The new one, the new one's $20 an hour, which by the way is fucking crazy. And then they can just stay at 16 if they have a bakery inside. And guess who is Gavin Newsom's really good buddy? The guy who owns Panera. The only place that's going to have a fucking bakery also attached to their like food joint. Well, actually, what is that other one? Cornerstone or something? They're just reaping the benefits of the
Cornerstone
friendship.
Bakery. Yeah, they're just like, thank you so much.
They're like, cool, love that. Don't say anything. But like how, and then also like I could just see Taco Bell being like, fuck it, we'll put a bakery in.
100%. There's going to be some pop-up bakeries.
And then I feel like obesity is going to rise. There's just going to be a fuck ton of bakeries.
There's going to be so much bread intake. Yeah, I haven't Googled it or looked into it. Like I haven't seen like the official report, but if that's true, it's funny because I think the TikTok or the reel you sent me, it was like, this might be a conspiracy. And I'm like, I can believe that though. Like I can see
like,
that.
It kind of
that
seems
doesn't surprise me. Yeah.
I know.
That's like the least far-fetched story.
Like what you said, I didn't even look into it because I was like, it checks.
So we might be totally bullshitting. So
could be totally wrong.
Like,
but I swear it's
we'll
probably
check.
Actually a thing.
I'll
like
add text here.
Yeah, we'll find out.
But because another thing, I think I told you about this too. It's so funny because obviously we have a podcast and we talk a lot on the podcast, but we also just talk all the time. So like, I like literally forget like that's a current topic that we just haven't brought up on the podcast.
It's like our current topics like weekly with each other.
It's so true. But there was this one, I don't want to go into too many like specific details, but I basically found out a friend of mine rents her house that has had multiple celebrity owners. and for short amounts of time. And I was like, why would they? And it's a rent stabilized situation. And I was like, why would they change ownership? And I'm like, there has to be some crazy tax exemption. And I would almost guarantee that there is some weird tax exemption when you buy property to help like evade paying a lot of taxes. And I have a theory that
1031,
Okay, thank you, Taylor. This is exactly why we need to have this conversation.
Well, I don't know. It's giving me 1031, but I don't know if that's the exact thing that they're doing. But go ahead.
I'll look into it because I won't say which celebrities, but one of these celebrities like correlates to a big project they did. So they would have one big payout. So then to put that money into a property to like not have to pay the same like taxes. I don't know. That's my like little conspiracy.
That's not a 1031 exchange. A 1031, I don't know why. This is a finance podcast now.
It's really been everything at this point.
When you sell one property and you don't want to pay like capital gains, like short-term capital gains taxes on that, you can buy another property and 1031 it and not have to pay taxes.
That's so
But that sounds a little different.
Yeah, this sounds like, well, yeah, no, it's not property to property.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I feel like that it would have to be like property to property.
But what if they use that money to buy that property while they waited to find a property they wanted?
No.
I guess that wouldn't make sense. They'd still pay a lot of taxes on the first chunk of money. Anyway, that's my new finance conspiracy.
I thought you were going to tell me it was haunted and then they kept like transferring people out of it.
That would be cool. Like, That's more on brand for this podcast. But no, I was just like, man, like I just don't understand why. Like, okay, for example, I used to have a friend that her house was Mario Lopez's house. She rented a room in Mario Lopez's house and she would throw the most incredible parties. Like,
love that.
I think we saw the back of Shia LaBeouf's head at one of these parties. We were like, we've made it.
Oh my God.
Like arrived. It maybe even wasn't Shia LaBeouf, but we're sticking to the story. Because we were told he was there anyway. But like huge parties, beautiful pool, like the most beautiful house. And apparently he used to live there, but then he moved and then he like rents it out. So I was like, well, that makes sense because it's like this crazy luxurious house. But then when I found out about my other friend's house, it's cute. It's a cute house, but it's not like clearly Mario Lopez lived in this other house. You know what I mean? And like to own it for a short amount of time, I don't know. I just was like, man, there's something to this.
There's probably is. Honestly, there's so many ways like not even illegal tax evasion.
Legal tax evasion.
If we were smart, we would go into like every code and like save each other money. But
I know we need that
can only be a normal human.
Okay, you know how people do crossover episodes with like strange gossip.
Yes, we should do a crossover.
We should do a crossover. With
like we spend our time looking at fucking aliens and like paranormal shit, and you spend your time figuring out how to spend your money properly.
Yeah.
Like,
tell us about it. Like that would be so funny. That would be so funny.
Two totally different worlds.
Completely opposite. But I think people are so interested in money and are so scared of finances and stuff. Maybe, I don't know. This is so off the rails, but that just sounds really fun.
An uncomfy truth episode.
Okay, that's really smart. I love that. I think we should reach out. I think someone would think that was really funny too.
Yeah. But from finance to like cute little like ghost things, because we love that, cryptids, I'll dive in. I'm going to cover the Fresno Nightcrawlers today.
I'm so excited.
I love them. I can't believe you don't remember them because they're like literally my favorite little like creature. Okay.
Aww, so sorry. Why is my memory so trash?
I don't know. I was going to ask like if you've ever heard of them, but clearly kind of like, I swear to God you have. So when we get into it, you'll have to like tell me if you remember. But I wanted to do like a California cryptid. And so I started like looking down and I wanted to do a San Diego one, but then I couldn't really find any good ones. Like there's some near the border. And then there was like the Watchers that are up in like on the Pacific coast. But those are more paranormal. So it's like, okay, I'll cover those later, maybe in a paranormal episode. But I remember hearing about the Fresno Nightcrawlers a few years back. And then I thought they were just like the cutest little things. But they're basically like bipedal, white, like just all legs little creatures. Mm-hmm. And they kind of they literally look like pants. Like they look like fabric. And they're kind of like, I don't know. I almost get like a hybrid, like I was saying, like between like ghost and cryptid. Like I can't tell like if this is alien. It's like almost like ghost, cryptid, alien all in one. because I just don't know what the fuck it is.
And part pants. I love this.
And pants and all legs. And like I low key have like this connection with them because like in high school, I was literally fucking all legs. Like
so
I don't
true.
have a torso. I literally, my torso is like this long. Like Trent's taller than me, barely. Ooh, sorry, babe. Short queen. Short queen. He's gonna fucking kill me for that.
Short queen.
We love a short queen. He's gonna fucking roast me. He's gonna be like, what, do you have something to complain about? Anyway, he's taller than me, so there's that. But my legs are taller than his legs. Like I have the longest freaking legs, I swear to God.
You really have always been all leg. This is true. Yeah, I can confirm.
Honestly, yeah, for like my whole life. So these really just like kind of like hit home for me because I'm like, oh my God, is it me?
Oh my gosh, we found out you're a part of this cryptid.
I know, I feel so connected. I'm like, oh, where are we from? Anyway, the Nightcrawlers surfaced through various security camera footage throughout Fresno in 2007, and then Yosemite National Park, and even as far as Montana in 2020. So there's also been a claim that a man from Poland has also had a sighting. So we're basically going international with it. Okay, I'm going to get into it. So the first possible sighting really happened in 2004, but lacks any footage. So a 17-year-old motorist allegedly saw a strange entity walking along the side of the road at night while driving in Manchester, Indiana. He stated the creature was thin with long legs and looked human-like, but wasn't human. His description matched what would later be known as the Fresno Nightcrawlers. But there was one big difference. This creature was 6 feet tall. I'll touch on this in just a bit as well, but Nightcrawlers are usually about 2 to 3 feet tall. Without video or picture evidence, we're just really relying on the word of mouth. However, a second car also passed the figure, and the 2 elderly passengers also corroborated that they saw the figure. All 3 witnesses agree that it was not human and suspected maybe it was otherworldly. Oh no. I'm going to read the next part directly from the Cryptid Wiki, which, by the way, if you haven't seen Cryptid Wiki, you should definitely check it out. It's kind of legit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's helpful. Okay, so the first documented sighting of a Fresno Nightcrawler happened in Fresno, California in 2007 by a man named Jose. Jose had a surveillance camera watching his front lawn and looked at the camera when he heard a dog barking. After being woken up by his barking dogs, Jose observed the Nightcrawlers on the front lawn through CCTV. He woke his brother up to rewatch the footage. Afterwards, his brother claimed to have seen small footprints outside, but by the time investigators made it to the site, all the evidence was washed away. After the initial sighting, the original CCTV footage was lost. The only remaining footage is a grainy video recorded from a monitor. So I'm going to share this with you directly now.
Perfect.
Here you
go. Whoa, what the heck is that? That does look like just pants.
Why does it look like pants?
Wait, what is that?
But isn't it kind of cute?
It is kind of cute. Like that's the earrings we need for sure. You're right.
Right?
You're right.
And then another one walks through too.
Ooh, that one's fully split walking.
He's got weird gait.
It kind of almost looks like he's doing this.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
So it felt like the first one kind of did like walked forward.
Right.
And then it felt like the second one did this.
Okay, I have a theory on that for later.
This is
not
a sky
like
creature.
A big one, not a big one, but I'm just kind of like, okay, that's kind of cute and it would make sense. Okay. So that's the first one.
Those are so
and
cute.
Then, right?
It looks like clay or something. Like it doesn't look real.
This next one like literally like hit my heart. I don't know why. I'm like, and then some people, there's like people that hate them and think they're like really creepy and give them the heebie-jeebies. And then there's like me who's like, oh my God, they can live in my house.
I think maybe you're influencing me because I'm like, yeah, they are cute.
Yeah, right. And like everybody else is like, no, girlfriend. Okay, so the next sighting happened in March 2011. The Yosemite National Park security team had set up cameras to catch a group of people who had been breaking in and damaging property. When reviewing the footage one day, they came across what seemed to be another set of Fresno Nightcrawlers. Let me share my screen.
Okay, well now it's giving like Furbies.
What, Furbies?
Like now it's kind of given like these weird mischievous creatures that are breaking into campsites.
No, they put the cameras out, but they weren't like they weren't to catch these. They just end up catching these. Okay, ready? Not me burping in the thing.
Whoa. Taylor, what are these? That looks like a baby.
Definitely pants. Okay, yes.
That looks like a little baby. It is all legs and a head. This really is like Taylor Verbe. Yeah,
that was me walking to school in high school.
Except way tanner.
Yeah, for real. Oh my God. Yeah, it couldn't be me because they need a tan. But look at how it's kind of like, that gait is so weird. What? And then the little one kind of moves differently.
This almost feels like it'd be in like a crazy liminal space video with like backrooms music.
Yeah.
And like,
I can see that.
This is wild. I don't think I've ever seen this.
Well, so, okay, the thought that like, I know you brought up like one was smaller than the other. They think that they're like a mom and a baby, right? Which is very cute. But the way that you said like the first one was walking weird kind of reminds me of that. Like I feel like, oh, maybe the one behind was just kind of figuring, but it also looked like the same size.
Yeah, but I see what you're saying.
Like maybe it was just trying to figure it out. It was like, oh, is this how we gate? Like, I don't know.
It was actually just bored of walking, so they were spicing it up.
Exactly. It's kind of cute. But there's also been one sighting in Montana. So I'm just going to play this for you right away, and then we'll kind of get into the deets.
Perfect. I'm going to Montana next month, so I'm very excited.
Let us know.
Keep an eye out.
Okay, keep an eye on the right side of your screen.
Oh,
did you see it?
Yeah, for like a hot second and then came back out.
Mm-hmm.
What is that?
Okay, so that one, this one, to be fair, has not been fully evaluated for validity yet. But also you didn't hear this too, and it's probably not going to show up on the pod, but the sound of that one, like there was like just eerie, like just sounds. I just did not like it. But I would say like you can see the creature like just for a second on the side, but to me it looks more fake. And then the witness claimed to have found a deer carcass in their yard the next morning. And a lot of people are like, how did something that's all legs take out a deer? Which like,
it's a lot of leg muscle, though.
A valid ass point.
But like thighs, like the thighs grip they would have.
Yeah, they crush a watermelon. Oh my God, the thunder thigh pants. That's what they are now.
How else would it kill its prey?
I mean, right?
Powerful thighs.
I've been trying to do research and like to find a picture of the deer, and like some people are showing it online, but like I think that the video is just like, I don't think that the picture that they're showing actually came from the witness. And I feel like this is more than likely a hoax, to be honest with you. Like that one literally looks like someone like walked in with pants and then walked out.
Like all black morph suit. Right,
yeah, something. I mean, not even, you wouldn't even have to walk in with like an all, like you just had to have like those bright, like shiny pants.
That's
and
true.
like walk in, walk out.
Because there is a light source on the left side of the screen.
Yeah.
So that could have easily maybe.
Right. I just don't get good vibes from that one. And then also that pull-in sighting, unfortunately, is giving me fake as well. I feel like you can almost see the stilts in this one. So let me show you the video.
I love this cryptid though. Isn't
it cute?
So fun. Yes.
I love it.
So cute.
Get ready.
Oh. Yeah, this doesn't feel as buoyant as the other video.
Right? He doesn't feel as light and airy.
Yeah, that felt like wood.
And that was it. Like that's basically it.
Yeah, that feels
and it's just a guy freaking out. That gives me like a sheet. It gives me like fake, like it gives me Halloween costume stilts with like a bed sheet, you know?
Totally.
It wasn't hidden for me. So that's that. But remember how the first kid in Indiana said that what he saw was 6 feet tall?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that kind of relates back to the Carmel area creature. So the Carmel area creature was a bizarre cryptid sighted on December 12th, 2014 by a 60-year-old former Marine near Carmel, Ohio. The witness and his wife were driving near Carmel when they came up over a hill and saw the creature run across the road. The witness was quoted as saying, "We recently bought a place in Fort Hill area in Southeast Highland County. We first noticed about 30 days of living there that we suddenly have a perfect circle that stays fresh green, no matter what the weather in our front yard. On Friday night, the 12th, we were driving home after turning on Carmel Road, which leads to our road. We went around the curve by the Carmel Church and then up a small incline, and approximately 10 feet over the incline and in front of our truck, the alien ran across the road and into the woods." The witnesses described the creature as 7 feet tall, slim, gray creature with masculine legs that walked like its knees were bent backwards. And I'll show you like a picture of it. I'll send it to you after, but it's basically like, it looks more like it's giving like alien. Like it's not, it's definitely like bipedal. Like it has like the legs that go up to the top and stuff, but it kind of like, I don't know. It's giving like alien. It's definitely like Men in Black kind of style.
Interesting. So it's a little bit more like traditional alien sighting.
Yep. Yeah. And so the theories of that at that time for that sighting were it's either like an undiscovered species, obviously a cryptid, extraterrestrial, or due to the backwards pointed legs and lack of arms, it's likely that it may have been a bird, specifically a stork or a crane.
Oh, wow, they really like to throw cranes in.
That's what I was thinking. I'm like, why is it always a crane? Like, I feel like I know what a crane looks like. Knock it off. They're not that crazy.
No, and their legs are like so thin. Like it's such a specific
Do you remember? I feel like, okay, do you know the reel of the one that starts at the bottom of the crane and then it goes up to the top, and it's like usually like my wife looking at me when I like lost something or something, and it'll like scan up the freaking crane. I think it's a crane. I'm not, or a goose. Like, I don't know. It's some type of bird. And then it's just like looking all freaking weird. I'll have to find it. If I find it, I'll send it to you. But it like gives me that vibe. Like, I'm like, why is everything a bird?
Throw cranes under the bus, man. That was Mothman. That's everything. They're like, cranes.
I know. So I don't know. I mean, now people are thinking that the stories might relay back to the Nightcrawlers in some way. But to me, they seem like two different things. Like you said, the Nightcrawlers seem like more airy and kind of like, I don't know, something like ethereal about them. Yes. Yeah, I don't know. Like they could just literally be fabric and we're like, oh my God.
But why does it give me like interdimensional being vibe?
Like it does.
Feels so like,
and it's like a weird feeling you just get from seeing it that you're like, and you just could tell it's nice, you know? You're just like, I know that's a nice creature.
Like you're just kind of like, where are you about to bloop off next to is kind of.
But do you think that it's because like they're in pairs and like usually cryptids you only see one of? So you're like, oh, maybe it's social. Like
they do say that about criminals that like this is terrible, but like when they used to like kidnap people, like if it's like a male and a woman, it was way easier to kidnap people than just like a guy by himself.
For sure.
And so
because you're gonna be like, oh, that woman would like not be with some dude
not be trusting. Yeah. Like there's like a secure safety of duos. So maybe there's like
they're tricking us.
Like they're fine.
But they also like don't seem to be afraid. Like they're just like kind of like out in the open, like doing their thing. Like I know they were at Yosemite like walking at night, and I know they're in some dude's yard, but they don't seem to be like that worried about anything.
I mean, I do really like the lore of these creatures that are super cute and like breezing along, and then they like are also just like devouring creatures and leaving only the carcass behind.
Fucking deer up. Yeah. They're gonna like karate chop your ass with those legs. I don't know.
It is something like kind of cute. Like, you know how spiders are becoming really popular pets right now? Have you noticed that?
Yeah, and like the little fuzzy ones.
Oh my gosh, so cute. But they have like the happy smiley faces on their butts. Yeah. Those always still freak me out. I'm coming around because the videos are cute.
Isn't the happy smiley face spider, isn't that a freaking black widow?
No, I think the black widows are the ones with just the red booties. I think smiley.
Oh no, there was one in Kula when we lived in Hawaii. There's like a big spider that had a smiley face on it. It's poisonous.
I believe it. Well, because
it has like a red smiley face on it.
Ooh, Ooh. And I want to look. Okay. Red.
It's kind of scary.
Smiley spider. But they look kind of cute. I know not all of them do. And of course, the ones that are pets aren't. But I'm just getting that
makes
vibe.
Sense.
Oh, I see. Okay. Ooh, spooky.
Are they the ones that have like the 4 really distinct like legs?
Oh, the happy face spider specifically is that green one with the red smiley face.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
But I see a black one with a red smiley face. But the...
Ew, I'm like getting creeped out by spiders. But also like now I feel bad. I will not kill unless I'm really scared. I will try not to kill an insect in my house. Like I was on the phone with my mom and there was definitely like a big ass, I don't even know what the fuck it was. It was on my window and I was like, oh my God, I'm going to kill it. And I'm like screaming, like trying to hit. She's like, oh my God, Taylor, you can't kill creatures. And I was like, what? Like it's literally, it can fly. It's like in my house. What am I supposed to do? She's like, put it on a paper towel. I'm like, oh my God, fine. And then I felt really good when I got it outside. I was like, oh my God, I didn't take your life. Like, that's exciting.
I try not to. David is very about not killing them. He's like, no.
Oh, Trent will just literally light their ass up.
I'm like that. I've grabbed my little like slipper and
right. That's what I did. Then I missed and I was like, okay, well, you cheated death. So you get to live.
So I guess you get to live. My bad aim, which is terrible. I definitely like I see it, but we also get like red like black widows and like those kinds of spiders here. And so I'm very like we have tiny dogs. So I'm always like, nope, I'm sorry, bye.
My grandpa got bit by a brown recluse one time. And he had literally like necrosis of his skin. Like
where was this?
It was in Northern California.
Ooh, I hate it. Hate it. Yep. Brown recluses scare me more because I've had friends that have been bitten by black widows and it's dangerous, but it's like you kind of take some. I think he took like Benadryl and was fine.
I did not expect that. I feel like death. In my mind, black widow is death instantly.
Because childhood and if you're older, it could kill you. But if you're like an adult, you tend to be okay. But interesting. So scary. Anyway.
Okay, anyway. So basically, are these sightings weird birds or are they ghost pants? Yes. Or are they basically like deer? There's another thing that's saying they're deer standing upright. I don't fucking see that. Wouldn't the torso be way longer as a deer?
Why?
Like,
what is up with this?
A deer is like all torso. Get out of my life. No. So anyway, there's that. Or they're a bunch of hoax, right? Like, we don't know. Well, the Nightcrawlers made an appearance on Sci-Fi's Fact or Faked Paranormal Files, and the team deemed the Nightcrawlers unexplainable. It's also now considered a fun urban legend and an endearing addition to pop culture after they failed to be able to recreate the videos.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yeah, so like they couldn't make it happen. However, YouTuber Captain Delusional was able to recreate a video by walking down an alley with a melon and then using digital manipulation to remove the top half of his body. His purpose is to demonstrate how easily videos of cryptids can be falsified. So I will share that with you right now.
That's fair.
I don't want to hear it from him though. You know what I mean? I'm like, sir.
I like these sweet little beings. Ghost pants? No. Keep me there. Yeah. Keep me with the ghost pants.
That was his footage. It doesn't give me the same vibe.
It doesn't give me the same vibe. No, it like
look at what he does.
The pants like float. Those are legs.
Well, like I know those are legs. If he was wearing, I think he walked like kind of like a fucking idiot, to be honest with you. Like if you were gonna make this up, you should have made this a better hoax. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, like make it like billowy pants, like.
Yeah. Like, you know, the pants I wear to like our wedding, like our, what do you call that? Before your wedding?
Like
your
when
reception?
No. Oh.
No, not the reception.
Rehearsal
dinner. The pants that I wore to rehearsal dinner would have been perfect.
Yeah, those are cute.
I was like channeling my little inner
Nightcrawler.
But also I feel like you have to cut, like you have to leave room for the head and then it walks a certain, like.
It floats, really.
Yeah,
kind of defies gravity. There's not like a clunk, 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 clunk.
Right. But he's like so dead. Like he's like, oh, I figured it out, and I'm like,
that's just men.
For real. There's also theories. That it could be like a puppet. Like they were like,
I can kind of see puppet more. I see puppet more than I see the legs.
For sure, the Yosemite one.
Especially with like the way it just kind of floats. I get puppet. I see that.
But also, where the fuck are they? Like, where are they holding the puppet at?
I know, that's like a
up
huge
in like the trees,
crane
like,
of like.
That's a lot. That's a lot to go through.
I mean, I get that people are bored, but that footage from Yosemite was official Yosemite footage, right?
Yeah.
So,
well, that's another thing. I was trying to see. I'm like, okay, did it actually come from like the Yosemite security cameras? I can't verify it. Like, I'm like having a hard time like figuring like it's all things on the internet. Like, it got uploaded by the Yosemite security team, and I'm like, how do I know that?
Yeah, like where can we find it? Like, is it on their YouTube channel?
Right. Like, did Yosemite claim this, or
is that like a fun thing that people have
they
added
sold
to
their
the lore?
rights? They sold their rights, and that shit's gone.
They did. They can't speak upon it anymore.
They're like, fuck.
That's hilarious.
I mean, at the end of the day, I think the original few videos, obviously, like we talked about, I think they're really cute. Part of me low-key wants these to be real. And like, if we have merch in the future, like, I'm petitioning to have them on it, because I think they're fucking adorable. Like, when I was doing research, there's like little, like, they have keychains of them already and like little shirts. And I'm like, dude.
Okay. I'm going to ask.
They would be great.
I mean, David's probably listening, but David, please make us earrings. Please make us matching, like, best friend, strange gossip, Nightcrawler earrings.
Yes. They're so fucking cute. I love them. Like, the way that they're digitally drawn nowadays is like, they'll have like two little eyes on the top, and then they like look like little ghosts, but they're like, they're so fucking cute.
I love it. Then they kind of glow. Like, they really do have a ghostly, like, illuminating.
Like, how, and then even if it was like a puppet, how do they make it glow like that?
Yeah, I don't know.
Are they like truly like the illuminating pant? Like, are they like, I don't know.
Yeah, are they putting like strips of light? Well, the first video was when again?
2020. Oh my gosh, when was the first one? Well, the first sighting, they say, with the guy that didn't have the video, was 2004. And then 2007 was when it actually first got captured.
There's no way they're faking videos like that then.
Right?
Like, that takes way... I mean, I don't know. I guess you could. Like,
I mean, they were faking it back in 800 years ago with the freaking monkey. So
that's true. Do you know about, I think I've had to have shared this on the podcast already, but how David's faked ghost video got added to a ghost hunting show in the UK?
Stop. What?
Okay. So David made like a fake, I have to show it to you. Like, I don't know how else.
Yeah, like, I don't, like, what do you mean?
Let me pull it up really quickly, because it is.
How's Dave? He's just going viral.
He just is that guy. I don't know. He does things, and I'm always like, what the heck? It's their old apartment.
Dude, I can fully see someone believing that. He had, what did he do? Had like tape up? Oh no. Oh, I feel like I remember seeing this shit. That's how he fucking did it. Oh, there's no way he did it like that.
And right now he's cursing. Classic. He's cursing as the ghost.
I love it. That's classic. Not me being like, that's how he did it. He like green screened himself.
No, I think he just used fishing line. I think that's actually how he did it.
I sent that other reel to you the other day about the guy that had like the poltergeist in his apartment. Yes. He's getting pissed off. But so like, funny. What are the ghosts doing? Like, they are tripping over. They're just throwing chairs. They're just that peeved all the time.
They're just like waiting. Like, or a ghost. This is like when we went back to that one episode where we talked about the teenage angsty ghost. And like, you have to be an angsty teenager to actually be a ghost, because who is going to spend their afterlife fucking around with people? Like, come on.
Exactly.
No.
Exactly. No. Like, aren't you tired?
You're tired.
Damn.
But anyway, but that video, like, some UK show used it in their like paranormal, and I think they used the clip and then they showed that it was a fake video. So they did. But for a minute they didn't say how they were going to use it, and we were like, and I think they paid David out. Like, they like bought.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So he like made a little money on it, but it was like so funny and so random, and like David has very weird luck with getting stuff in the UK. He was in a Match.com commercial in the UK for a minute. Like, he's just very famous in the UK.
How are you like, yeah, that's fine. Just go be on like a Match.com commercial. It's good.
Oh, when we were in New York. Okay, get this. They hired the actors in New York.
Yeah.
The crew was French. And they shot the commercial in Argentina.
What? Why is it so difficult?
And then they played it across just the UK. But the best part is over David's like footage.
Yeah.
Because like the campaign was like, embrace your imperfectness or something like that. And so it'd be two people on a date, and it was a bunch of different setups. It'd be two people on a date. And then when in David's setup, the girl was like, oh, he probably hates my laugh in her head.
Right.
And then he in his head goes, best laugh ever. But they
and you're like, shut the fuck up.
But they didn't use David's audio, so he got dubbed over. But he got dubbed over by someone just with a British accent.
Shut the fuck up.
So it cuts to David, and it's this accent, best laugh ever. And I used to just say that to David all the time.
David's actually British. We just never knew.
With a completely different voice. Anyway.
Oh
so,
my God.
Classic. This will become a David episode. Shout out David, but.
For real. Yeah.
But this is freaking hilarious. I love these buddies. Oh, they're so cute.
I know. But that's pretty much all I had. That's kind of where they're at. They're kind of like considered a newer cryptid, I guess. Mm-hmm. So we'll have to see if more videos start popping up. But there hasn't been anything recently. And I'm like, where'd you go?
They were really mad at the publicity they were getting.
They were like, the fuck?
I just love, they just are so, I don't get that one guy's video at all. I really love, like, if I'm going to put how they did it, it would be the puppet thing, because they just float.
Yeah. But the puppet thing is such a shit show to put together.
Yeah. Like, I don't know how they would do that.
I think maybe if that guy like did it more justice and wore flowy pants and like held the melon up a little bit more, but then also like, how do you account for like the lighting? But I also think like those night vision cameras probably do illuminate everything kind of white.
That's true. That's really true.
So I don't know. I'm going to hope and believe that they're real, because I just want them to be real. So
I do too. Let's leave with that. Well, Taylor, that was so great. I love that.
Thank you.
That was such a good one.
Yeah, I love them.
Well, mine could be cute. You could put, if you like frogs, it's cute.
I had a cousin that was obsessed with frogs when she was like a child, like anything frogs. And now she's like, I don't know exactly what she's trying to get into like marine biology and stuff. So it's like very fitting.
Okay, that totally makes sense.
Yeah. It's cute.
That is really cute.
Obsessed with frogs. So she'd probably find it cute.
Oh, well, there's like a whole subculture of like frogs on the internet. Like, I feel like I see frogs drawn in like cute comics and everything.
No, that little crochet frog that like lives its little life. Have you seen it?
Maybe? I don't know.
Girl,
crochet
oh my God,
frog.
I have so many reels to send you. You're going to have to remind me. I'm going to forget
all of it in this episode.
It just makes me sound like all I do is look at like reels on Instagram, which like
that's our generation. You watch a couple
like,
and that's like.
Yeah, exactly. And then Michaela, one of the friends of the pod, will send me freaking reels like all fucking day. And I'm like, thanks. Oh, it's like a curated reel for me. Like, it's like a curated thing. And I'm like, that's perfect. So now I don't have to spend time scrolling the whole time. It's just like, should I like?
Okay, yeah, shout out to Michaela, though. Super friend of the pod.
Yeah, for sure.
And I love it. The memes of all memes. Like, but I get so much frog content. And I actually used to be on this
How do you not
group.
have this freaking frog
I probably do. I've probably seen it.
No, it's really cute.
Like specific?
I'll send it to you. It's like literally a crocheted frog. Oh, I'll send it.
That's the thing, like frogs are just kind of, well, it's so funny because I love like frog memes. And then when David started doing more like sculpture work and creating stuff, he was like, all right, I need practice. What do you want? And I was like, I want frog earrings. And I was expecting like over the top cute frog earrings. And he kind of made me very realistic frogs, which is so cute, but it was like a very different vibe.
He's like, oh, you want frog? I'll give you frog.
It was just so funny. I was like, all right, this is how your brain would interpret frogs. And I'm over here and like, I would probably come up with cute
big
crochet
eyes.
frog.
Yeah.
Crochet. It's so funny. So all this to say, love frogs. So today I'm covering the Loveland Frogman.
I love it.
Also,
it's a leap year. No, I haven't. But I was
year?
just going to say it's a leap year and it just really goes into the frog theme.
So true.
I love that. It's all legs this episode.
It is all legs. The theme of that. We should do that at the end of every episode. What is the common connector? And today's connector is legs.
Yeah, love it.
All right. Spotted several times between 1955 and 1972 in the vicinity of Loveland, Ohio, this child-sized cryptid has captured the hearts of many, so many that as of 2023, it's officially become Loveland's city mascot.
Oh, wow. I've never heard of it, so
shout out to the city.
Mm-hmm.
On a dark night in May 1955, Robert Honeycutt was driving through Loveland, Ohio, part of the greater Cincinnati region. He hadn't seen another car for a bit. It was just him on the road. He started to cross over a poorly lit bridge over the Little Miami River when he spotted 3 figures in the shadows on the side of the road. Thinking it was strange that 3 humans were just hanging out in the darkness, he continued to approach. That's when he realized what he was looking at were not humans, but 3 humanoid frog-like creatures. Around 3.5 feet tall, with bulging eyes, wide mouths, and deep grooves on their heads instead of hair. Honeycutt watched as the 3 frog people continued to talk to each other, completely unaware of his presence. Shocked at the sight, he tried to get closer, but that's when he caught the attention of one of the frog creatures. Now, accounts split on what happens next. One story goes that the 3 quickly disappeared into the night, but another story goes, deep breaths, that one of the creatures pulled out a wand and waved it, sending a spray of sparks flying in the air, leaving behind the peculiar smell of alfalfa and almonds.
That's like very specific.
Is it like
what do you mean? What does alfalfa smell like?
I don't know. I'm assuming herby, right?
Yeah, that's like, I guess. That's kind of funny.
So Honeycutt reported what he saw, and a drawing of the creatures was made. You ready to see it?
Oh, yeah, I am. What the fuck is not how I expected that to go. What's happening with his chest?
I'm assuming like croaking, like a frog.
Ew. It kind of is giving me like gym, like it's literally just dudes at the gym.
That have never done arm day in their lives.
They're just on roids, you know?
That's true. I mean, their thighs also look powerful. I see the thigh.
Yeah, they're just, well, this guy's trying to do arms, but, oh, that's his wand. Okay, got it.
And yes, and for those who are just strictly listening, this drawing shows like 3, well, like 1.5 that's cut into its little frame. But these creatures look like they have human heads and eyes, a nose, and a slit mouth, a big mouth, and then just kind of like wrinkle lines at the top. It's giving more like old human,
bald man.
It's giving bald man, and then giant chests, and then some kind of amphibious thighs. That's kind of what we're looking at here.
You gotta, if you're not watching this episode, first of all, you missed out on all the footage from the first one. So definitely check it out on YouTube or Spotify. You'll be able to watch the videos. But this,
we'll also have it on Insta too. But yeah, it is. Yeah,
also to check out Insta.
Wild.
But yeah, no, that is literally roided out men at the gym. Is what he saw.
It really, really is.
Oh my God.
So also though, like one of the kind of components of this that I thought was they kind of look more alien than like frog creature to me.
Yeah, I didn't get frog.
Like that gave way more like maybe an alien species, not
like if you showed me that, I would have never guessed like frog people.
And like the legs almost kind of look chicken, but maybe that's just my like lack of, that's just not enough details. But you know how chickens have like feathery, I don't know.
Yeah, it kind of looked like, like a weird like pants situation. Like kind of like lumpy.
Yes, lumpy. Yeah, again, not
and
really
like
amphibious.
frog legs give me like what their arms looked like really thin.
So true, which I guess would make sense if they like squatted down.
Maybe.
Like, they brought it.
Yeah.
So I know. It's interesting. I know. I actually wanted to ask you if you had to classify what you just saw, since last week or last episode was about alien types. Or is it giving any alien type?
It's not giving any alien type. I really feel like it's not giving me the Peaceful Brothers. It's not giving me Tall White. It's giving me, I don't know, like gym rat species. I swear to God, there's got to be some other aliens. I mean, it would make sense.
Aliens on roids is my favorite.
Yeah. Aliens on roids.
Has to exist, right? I love
100%.
it. Jumping forward, in March of 1972, on a cold winter night, a Loveland police officer, Ray Shockey, was driving near the Little Miami River when a creature dashed in front of his car, around 1 a.m. The frog-like creature's eyes glowed in the officer's headlights. Before it scampered away, Shockey was able to make out details of the creature. It was about 3 to 4 feet tall, had large bulging eyes, and a wide mouth. The frogman hopped the guardrail and escaped into the river, leaving scratch marks on the guardrail's metal side. He also had a sketch done based upon his description. Okay, are you ready for the next one?
I'm ready for this one. Let's see if it's any better. That one's better. That one's giving me Pokemon again.
That is giving Pokemon. It's
definitely a frog.
A little Bulbasaur in the face. I could see that.
Yeah. He's kind of cute. I like him.
I do too. The other creatures kind of freak me out.
This guy was like, what was he doing going into like public safety? Like, sir, that's like art. He could just be like an artist.
I think someone
clearly
did
compared
this.
to the other one.
So true.
Someone did it based on what he was saying. Like, this is someone's job. Okay, got it. I was like, damn, he's pretty good.
Someone went above and beyond the sketch. They were like, I'm gonna make this cute. I'm gonna make
They're
this.
Like, they got the guy that does like the human sketches, and they're like, "Can you just like do this really quick?" He's like,
I only know how to make it.
Tell me
like
again
this.
what you saw."
Yes. Oh, I love that. Okay. So 2 weeks later, Officer Mark Matthews was driving in the same area when he spotted something up ahead of him on the road. Assuming it was roadkill, he got out of his car and approached with caution. What he didn't expect was the roadkill to lunge at him.
Ew.
This caused Officer Mark Matthews to stumble back as the creature ran for the guardrail, keeping eye contact with the officer the whole time. Matthews drew his revolver and shot at the creature.
Sir. First of all, get a fucking taser. So rude. Second of all,
it's the 70s, I guess. I don't know what they're doing.
Maybe it wasn't around during the 70s, but I guess it's fine. But you're just gonna shoot at the thing? Like, that's so sad.
It's kind of cute.
He didn't have a sketch.
Well, he ended up hitting and killing the creature.
Oh my God. Okay. Is there footage?
So the officer recovered the body, put it in the trunk of his squad car, to bring to the other officer, Ray Shockey, to see if this might be what he saw weeks before.
Damn.
The creature was identified as a large iguana around 3.5 feet long. It would have been difficult to identify, especially in the dark, because the iguana was missing its tail. They concluded someone must have abandoned their pet when it got too big, and it had made its home in the river.
Poor thing.
So I heard this or like read this, and I was like, can an iguana get that big without a tail though? Like when I think of iguana, I'm
thinking I'm getting like what are those Komodo dragons is like what I'm picturing in my head.
Okay.
But it's obviously an iguana is very different from a Komodo dragon.
Well, so I ended up finding a photo of a recent photo from this website called Outdoor Life of a man holding a giant iguana he caught in Florida. So I'm going to show you.
Of course it's in fucking Florida.
It always is.
And the Miami River has the juiced out dudes.
Oh, that's so funny. That's so true that I didn't even put that together. That's hilarious. So this is the recent iguana that was caught.
Holy shit.
That's huge, right?
That's a fucking big ass iguana.
So picture that guy. I don't know how tall that guy is, but then imagine the iguana without its tail and it's standing upright in the middle of the night on the side of the road.
Yeah, it kind of does look like that drawing that the other officer put for.
Right? Like it totally does. And again,
it's definitely missing the big neck thing though.
That's true. That was not included.
And the fuzzy back.
Also true. Wasn't a part of the original sketch. But we're talking, so the first sighting and the second sighting were both in the middle of the night and low light. Yeah. Like super low light. So I could kind of see if they're like just trying to make out the body and like low light. I don't know about the roadkill one.
yeah, like what about the 3? Do you think 3 iguanas are just chilling in the bushes?
And this is also 20 years after. You know what I mean?
Okay, yeah, true.
Yeah, the first ones make a little less sense. Well, so obviously case solved for this one.
Right.
But as we're saying, it doesn't account for the 1950s one or the sighting that happened by 2 teenagers when they were out playing Pokemon Go in 2016.
Oh.
It always goes back to Pokemon for us.
It's always a Pokemon.
In August of 2016, a couple was playing Pokemon Go near a lake in Loveland, Ohio, when they spotted something huge in the water. Here is a quote from them about what they saw. The thing stood up and walked on its hind legs. I realize this sounds crazy, but I swear on my grandmother's grave that this is the truth. The frog stood about 4 feet tall. I've never seen anything like it. End quote. Best part of this account, though, they took photos of the creature.
Hell yes. They're like, oh yeah, we've got phones. They're out there catching them all.
They're like, say less, I'm ready.
They're like, great. Real life Pokemon? Yes.
They use the AR button and they just catch the creature behind another Pokemon. I'm so into it.
So ridiculous.
All right, so here is their photo.
Oh, that's weird. That's not right.
It's hard to gauge size. Like, I'm like, okay.
Yeah, I can see that bush, though.
That's true. And, like, if this is, like, further away in the lake.
Mm-hmm. It's weird how, like, the light also reflects off of, from its eyes, reflects off of the water.
That's true. That would be hard to...
It's kind of giving me fake. Like, I think that because... if it was true refraction from the eyes, like a cat eye or something, it wouldn't reflect in the water. It would just be coming off the eye.
Oh, that's so true, because it would just be bouncing back the light of the photo, not like a light source itself.
Exactly, which makes me feel like this is someone that has like those construction lights, not like big ones, or maybe even bicycle lights on their head.
That makes sense, and then you can just blow them out in Photoshop. I mean, 2016 is not that far. Like,
exactly.
That long ago.
Right.
I love that. That's
but
a
I'm
good
like proud
point.
of them. I'm proud of them for getting a photo, though.
This is true. They were like, I don't know. They at least knew it wasn't just going to be a story, which is nice.
True.
So Mark Matthews, the officer who shot the iguana and brought it back to the other officer in the 70s, believes that the 2016 sighting is an absolute hoax. He is like, no, this is someone that's playing into the legend and they're just like having fun with it. And the original sightings, that there's kind of a common belief of what actually happened, because The Creature from the Black Lagoon premiered in theaters the year before that sighting. Oh,
interesting. And they are teenagers. Like, you do kind of feel like... But you don't want to knock all teenagers, though. Okay?
For sure.
PSA, they experience shit, too. Like, my Menahune thing, I was a teenager.
This is true.
So, you never know.
The Creature from the Black Lagoon was the 50s one. So they think that the guy in the 50s...
Oh, they think the 50s guy is fake. Yeah, he's probably trying to, like, get on...
the supernatural.
Like I did not like his drawing, and I don't want to just judge him for his drawing skills, but like something about that
feels weird. Well, it's just
a no.
Like throwback to the Travis Walton case where it just felt like UFOs were so hot
trying
at
to
the
get
time.
Notoriety.
Yeah. It felt like, oh, Creature from the Black Lagoon just came out. What if I saw something fun? Yeah. What if I saw something weird?
Yeah.
So that's kind of the general consensus.
Okay.
Regardless of the validity of this cryptid, the Loveland Frogman is a beloved icon of the city and continues to be an inspiration for people and creative works. In 2014, the legend was made into a musical titled Hot Damn, It's the Loveland Frog.
Cute.
So
I love that
cute.
they're running with it. They're just like, we'll take it.
Why not? I guess another point, too, is this musical came out 2 years before the Pokemon Go series. So there's... it was hot again. It was hot again.
Something's up.
So I couldn't find any footage from the musical, which sucks. I was like, please, YouTube, pull it together. But I did find the show synopsis, so I'm going to read it.
Okay, great.
Something is lurking in Loveland, the sweetheart of Ohio, where the disappearance of a strange old man has rekindled the hysteria surrounding America's most alluring cryptozoological phenomenon, the Loveland frog. Join Luke Honeywell and a smokin' bluegrass band on a river adventure with manacle moonshiners, crooked cops, and the last Twite Pui Indian as they rescue Peepaw from the wondrous and elusive Loveland Frog. Based on true accounts and featuring an all-star local cast.
That is the most hillbilly ass thing I've ever heard in my life.
Well, like, if it was 2014.
It was the moonshine that did it for me. I was like.
Bluegrass. I just felt very like the swamps. Like, yeah, this is
Peepaw.
Ohio. But I'm getting more like swamps of Louisiana.
Yes, right?
All right.
I'm not getting very much Ohio out of this.
Not really getting Ohio. But hey, if you could take me back to summer 2014, I'm there.
Right?
All right. Random side question. This is trivia for you.
Okay.
What was the number one song of 2014? Put yourself back in 2014. I'll give you 4 options.
Was a year before I graduated college.
Okay. So where were you?
Okay.
Picture Taylor, 2014.
Ooh, girl. Okay. I see it.
Okay. Was it A, All About That Bass by Megan Trainor?
I remember that. Okay.
B, Bang Bang by Nicki Minaj?
No, that was before.
C, Maps by Maroon 5?
Oh, no.
Or D, Happy by Pharrell Williams?
I want to say Happy. But I'm also like Megan Trainor though. But I'm going to go with Happy on my first. Now you're telling me. Shit. I'm going to stick with my original vote as Happy.
You are correct. It is Happy.
I love that. You almost threw me off.
All right. Anyway, back to Frogman.
Was that just okay? What the fuck?
I thought about it.
Okay. I was like, how the fuck is this going to relate back? The whole time I was like,
I was just thinking about it.
Wow.
I just wanted to be transported back to 2014 because that's 10 years ago.
I won that. The fact that I was like the fact that was 10 years ago and I was just about to graduate college, I'm also like, how the fuck has that been 10 years?
I was just about to move to New York. It's crazy.
That is just a different time in my life.
10 years ago. That's a long time ago.
That's nuts. Wow.
Anyway, but we're bumping Happy by Pharrell Williams, so.
Makes sense. See, that's why I was like, I definitely feel like it's one of those two.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah.
All right. And so Frogman also, they have the Frogman Festival, which just had their second annual on March 2nd. 2024.
Cute.
So it just happened.
So they're just doing it again.
Mm-hmm. So there's kind of like so the Loveland Frog became the city's mascot last year. So it's kind of like I think cryptids kind of have to have like city lore and then the city kind of just adopts it. And then it's kind of like, it's kind of like a fun, quirky thing that happens to a city. Like I feel the same
like
with
Roswell.
Mothman. Oh yeah. Or yeah, exactly. Like it kind of becomes like beyond the situation, it becomes like part of the city's history.
Well, Fresno should adopt the fucking Nightcrawlers.
Yeah, they should.
Fresno needs all the help it can get to be exciting, and I feel like that is I'm gonna like write to their freaking whatever.
We should start the Fresno Nightcrawler Festival.
Yes.
That'd be so cute.
That would be so cute. And I could wear my freaking pants again. Yes. It would be perfect. And
then David could make us the earrings so we can match.
Yes. Okay, perfect.
I'm so down. That'd be so much fun.
Yeah. Like I literally would look like a Nightcrawler in my freaking outfit.
If we just put like a black like tarp over you or like a shade and then we just have you walk under it.
You don't even have to. I just have no torso.
True. You have You should do that for Halloween, actually. That'd be so sick.
Honestly, that would be so cute. Just paint myself white. Oh my God.
And just float around.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, you could put like little like battery LED twinkle lights like around you. That'd be cute.
Yes. I love it.
I love it. I'm going to wrap it up here with the Frogman. So one thing is for sure. This story is riveting and is un-frog-getable.
Wow.
See what I did there?
We love it. Nailed it.
And that's all.
Cute. It's all about the legs. It's all about the legs, and then it was all about the base. That should have freaking happened.
See?
What a missed opportunity.
We came back around. I love that. So I think we should really, now it's the tradition of how do our stories combine, align.
I think that's better than like, what did you learn today? It's how does it all connect?
How does it all connect? That's so cute. It all connects by the legs.
Because we talk about it all the time. We're like, this connects to this, and how like there's some weird shit. It's the doo-doo-doo-doo. It's the doo-doo-doo-doo section.
It's the doo-doo-doo-doo. Oh my gosh, perfect.
Okay. Yeah, it just took us like 2 seasons to figure it out, but that's going to be the new one.
We're so close to the end of season 2, which is
Isn't
wild.
That nuts? I think we have one more episode in this season, and then we're into season 3, which is crazy.
Thank you all for sticking around and hanging out.
I know.
It's flying.
You guys are listening to us. You're about to listen to us like on the topics 3 times in a row. So that's nuts.
Well, do you have anything else today? Anything you did learn?
No, honestly, it's just, I don't know. Leg creatures just really kick off. I think we got to go to Fresno, get that shit going.
Yep.
And that's pretty much all I kind of learned.
I'm with you.
I don't know. Did you learn anything?
Just that I love the Loveland Nightcrawlers. Or not the Loveland Nightcrawlers.
That's how they interconnect.
That's how they connect. The Loveland
doo-doo-doo-doo.
The doo-doo-doo-doo. Scratch it all. I'm done. Retire me. I'm out of here.
We're done.
I'm out of here.
We're calling it a day, folks.
Okay, bye.
All right, bye.